Hey guys, this weekend I took a little day trip to Tarrytown, Sleepy Hollow, and I'm taking you along with me. I got off at Tarrytown. It only took about 50 minutes to get from New York City to Tarrytown, and it was such a fun ride. The nature that upstate has is just unbeatable, really. Looking out the window was such a peaceful ride. I had to climb a long hill to get to Main Street, and it took my breath away, literally. But you know what? It was all worth it because it's such a cute little town. I stumbled upon this secondhand thrift shop, and they had such the cutest things. They were selling a lot of Halloween costumes because we are soon approaching Halloween, and they had a lot of stuff on sale, which one is. I will say the store was packed, so I didn't really film too much of it, but I felt a little bit overstimulated, but it was so adorable. They even had this cute tote bag, the pink and blue one, and I had to buy one. It was just so adorable, even though I probably won't be able to fit much in it. It's just cute to have like a little piece when you travel somewhere, and it was just perfect for me. I loved it so much. I walked a little more into Tarrytown. Now it was packed. One, it was a weekend, but also they had a festival happening that day. I entered in this creepy show store, and they make all these decorations by hand, which was super freaking cool. They're a little bit gory, a little bit scary, but you can tell they put their heart and soul into every one of these pieces. Now, I wouldn't want to have these in my home just because I don't want to wake myself in the middle of the night and startle myself, but they are very pretty to look at. They even have these candies, and they make them themselves. They said that they decided to make them themselves, so it was really cool to see that everything they do is by their hands, which was amazing. I walked a little bit more to head into Sleepy Hollow. From Tarrytown to Sleepy Hollow is about a 20-minute walk, but I did stumble upon a bunch of stores. This one too, the Swan's House, it's a vintage store. It is such a cute retro looking store. I loved, like, literally holds up to its name, vintage. I loved everything they have, the pink decor that they have with these like really fancy pieces. And I like had to hold the urge to not buy everything in the store because of how cute everything. It gives like that art deco vibe of the 20s, which is one of my favorite eras of all time. Like, I probably spent so long in the store. I spent long in all of these stores, and I didn't expect that. But Tarrytown, they have so many wonderful places, and I feel like some of the places I didn't get to explore too just because it was crowded. So I would definitely come again on like a weekday after Halloween or way before Halloween, where it's a little bit less crowded. Right next to it was another Halloween store. I didn't film too much because there were too many people, and I try my best to not get people in these videos due to respect of their privacy. As I kept walking, I saw the Sleepy Hollow sign, but I saw everybody was waiting online to take a picture in front of it, so I was like, never mind. But funny thing, I saw these dinosaurs. They were literally singing and dancing at a gas station, which was very funny to see. And the Sleepy Hollow High School, their mascot is, the Headless Horseman, which is cool. They had a band playing at another, like, pit stop gas station. Of course, the infamous decor that they have going on. And first, I stopped at Horseman Bagels because after all that walk, I got so hungry, and I hear everybody goes there, so I was like, why not? I got an egg bagel with jalapeno and cheddar. I wish I got it toasted. I completely forgot to tell the lady. But I was a little underwhelmed with the jalapeno cheddar. I expected a little bit more kick, a little bit more cheesy, but it was very satisfying. The egg bagel itself, though, amazing. After that, I was originally going to walk to Beacon Street, but I realized I walked the wrong way, and I found myself in Phyllis Manor. You can pay to go take a tour, but if you do step in the premise before you go take a tour, you could just take a picture and look at the nature and surroundings, and they have some tables for people to sit and eat, which was what most people were doing anyways. They were taking pictures and everything. And then that bridge, I believe, is where people take, the tours. I believe the tickets are about $14, but I was like, you know what, let me save a little bit of money. Do I really need it? And then, of course, the Headless Horseman statue. Again, it was packed. Like, this is one of the times where I was like, thankfully, I'm solo. Like, I don't have to wait to take a picture. Somebody take a picture of me. I could just take a picture of the actual statue and go right about my way. Again, gas station, home of the Headless Horseman. This was a cemetery where Washington Irving was buried, the writer of The Legend of the Headless Horseman. And of course, I couldn't leave without getting a magnet. Every time I travel somewhere, I have to get a little magnet and put it on my fridge. It's my new niche now. I even met a lady who was talking about how she's collecting spoons because they were selling like little spoons. And I was like, oh, I'm doing that same thing with magnets. So it's pretty fun to connect with someone like that. So, cemetery, of course, is huge. And, at the end of the day, you have to have the utmost respect. So as I was going to take photos, they were actually giving a tour. I don't know if the tours are free or not. I think they are. But this was the grave of the writer. And they also, of course, had a whole bunch of other graves. This is it again in another angle. And they have a little plaque, but I couldn't get close to it. And they even, before you walk in, they have signs that tell you where his grave is. Left the church after that, started looking at some of the decor outside, which, Sleepy Hollow goes all out for Halloween. You will see that throughout. I then walked back and ended it off by going to Beekman Street, which I think is where the festival was being held later in the day. And there was already a huge crowd of people. They were even like blowing bubbles for little kids, which was very fun to see. And everybody was just running up to pop one. It was very cool to see. It felt very homey and cozy. Kind of like the Hallmark movies that you see during like Christmas. That's what this town felt like. And I love these types of movies. I eat them up so bad. It's like so different from New York City, which is nice to have a break every once in a while. I went into Cozy Coven. Again, store was pretty packed. They even had a security guard, making sure there was a limited capacity of people in and out. It was cute. I didn't wind up buying anything, but they had this little token machine and they had like tarot cards and earrings and pins. They ran out of the tarot cards though. I was like wanting to buy one, even though I don't really believe in them, but they're, cool little trinkets to have. Again, they go crazy out with the decor. If I didn't just have my bagel, I probably would have went to the taco club place. And they have a sign. Again, people were taking a picture of Sleepy Hollow and all of that. And after that, I wanted to visit the bookstore because I saw so many people saying, to go to the bookstore. And honestly, I love bookstores. I could spend all day in there. The bookstore was not too big. They do have a cafe inside if you're looking to support business in other way. And if I knew the cafe that I was going to after was closed, I probably would have bought from them either. But I had the expectation that I was going to go to a cafe, so I didn't. They had some decor across the street at this Italian restaurant. The food smelled delicious, by the way. The decor was top notch. Like, look at all this stuff. Like, they went out. I wanted to go to Sleepy Coffee too. That's like the cafe, but I walked in around like 4 p.m. and they closed early, I'm guessing for the festival, which was pretty devastating. Sleepy Coffee is known to hire people with disabilities and support a lot of people with disabilities. So I was so excited to support and, give money to them. And I wanted to try an apple. I feel like what's fall without trying apple cider, but it's okay. I said I will just get something back in the city. And then I went to the Waterway. If you look at those little buildings all the way at like the top left to the middle, that's New York City. The fact that you can see New York City from here is just so cool. And then that's it. I went back to the station. I felt really tired. I missed the city, as cute as it is. You probably could stay longer and make it a longer day and go eat dinner, but all the restaurants were packed, to be honest, and I did not want to wait in a line anymore. So that's it. Thank you so much for watching, guys. Have you ever been to Tarrytown and Sleepy Hollow? And I hope you have a good day wherever you are.